Tonight, we are in LA, Sierra Canyon High School, where 6 young athletes will be showcasing their skills, all represented by Klutch Sports. Sierra Canyon's been a hotbed and a launching pad for professional talent as of late. Marvin Bagley, Kenyon Martin Jr., Cassius Stanley, they've won 4 of 6 titles in the state. Also, Bronny James is there, and these 6 young men are going to show what they can do on this very floor and show why they should be one of the 60 names selected on July 29th. Here are our participants today. A freshman from Duke, Jalen Johnson. Moses Moody, a freshman from Arkansas, the 16th best available ranked player by ESPN. Kai Jones, the sophomore out of Texas. Brandon Boston, the freshman from Kentucky. Jericho Sims, the lone senior from Texas. And Scotty Lewis, a sophomore from...
Shoot the 3-ball, shot 38% from 3 as a sophomore at Texas. And when we first evaluated him, he was 185 pounds. He was a track star coming out of the Bahamas, and now here, a potential lottery pick. I think he's really going to show out in this environment with his athleticism and his skill level.
Have a high major offer. He had one offer. It was from Nate Oates, who was at Buffalo at the time. But he grows, he develops, has a big spring, a big summer, starts to burst onto the scene. Our guy, Paul Biancardi, who does a great job for ESPN Scouting, our head of director of scouting, had him listed as the 53 overall player in the top 100. That was a massive jump from where he was. Mike, when you first saw him, what was your impression of this young, very thin but athletic young man?
Yeah, he was very raw. You know, he was still just scratching the surface. And, you know, our own ESPN's Jonathan Gavoni is one of the guys who kind of first put him on the radar, you know, out at Adidas Eurocamp in Treviso, which has been the home for, you know, a lot of stud international prospects. And, I mean, people were talking about him as like a young Giannis, you know, when they saw his body type and the way he moved, showed that he can handle the ball a little bit, can make a perimeter shot. And now just to see how he's grown physically, I mean, 7 feet tall, 220 pounds. He's got that length, you know, came up as a track star. So I think he projects, you know, really well.
He has a lot of good definition, but he still has those long arms and long limbs. One thing about it, he's an underrated shot blocker. I feel like he doesn't get enough credit. I don't think he's a guy that could come in and fit and play right away. But I do think he's a guy that, you know, with some good player development, a good culture, a good organization, he's a year away from actually being a meaningful rotation player, meaning getting meaningful minutes and then sliding his way into the starting lineup. Look, he just started playing basketball, and look how much he's improved. I'm looking at a team like the New York Knicks with that coach over there, the player development, and Tom Thibodeau and his staff that he have. The sky will be the limit for this kid.
You're going to see that here with him just getting up and down and absolutely tearing the rim off. I mean, he is going to be one of the more explosive, agile bigs in the NBA from day one.
Athletic.
It's sneaky athletic, as Perk has said. Perk likes him to be in the top 10, thinks he's a guy that could get in there right now. Here's Kai Jones doing his thing as well, the sophomore out of Texas.
Oh.
Freak athlete, Perk.
I mean, what are they giving these kids right now?
Perk, this is evolution, just in visual form. We're literally seeing evolution happen.
Ooh. I mean, this is just, I mean, that alone is just.